So I'm gonna take a guess and say that you do know what TV and movies are. Well, that's good. Not all series are good though. The best way to kill a series is to have horrible continuity. Today I will be talking about Monster High's horrible continuity. I'm only going to be talking about the movies New Ghoul at School, Fright On, Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love, Skull Shores, Ghouls Rule, Friday Night Frights, Scare Us, 13 Wishes, Frights Camera Action, Freaky Fusion, Haunted, New York, and Great Scarier Re. I'm not going to include the reboot because that's a fresh start. And I'm not including the web episodes because I honestly do not care about them. Monster High is a series made by the toy company Mattel. Yes, the same one that created Barbie to sell dolls. Pretty much it's a bunch of teenage humanoid monsters that go to school. Actually, they rarely go to school. They are always doing something in the movies that's not going to school. I'm wondering how they even graduate. Oh wait. They've been going to high school for more than 4 years. They never graduated. That explains it. Anyway, they go on some adventures and introduce new characters every now and then. The reboot sucks more than the original. Anyway, most of the movies are 3D animated, except for New Ghoul and Fright On. The 2D animation looks really gross. So what is the horrible continuity? Let me explain. In Friday Night Frights, the squad meets two new characters, Rock Lady and Robot Old Lady. I mean Rochelle and Rebecca Steen. Rebecca actually died 100 years before the whole Friday Night Frights movie and was revived by the green girl that has electricity, Frankie. Rochelle transferred to Monster High in the same movie. But here's the thing. Both of these girls appear in the movie Ghouls Rule, the movie before. What? Are you kidding me? I tried fitting that Ghouls Rule was 100 years ago. There are two characters in Ghouls Rule that were actually important and never got dolls. Claire and Chad. They never appeared in another movie or were even mentioned. Now this never usually happens to new characters. Most new characters get dolls and at least mentioned or are in the episodes. Claire and Chad got nothing. One theory I had was that Ghouls Rule was 100 years ago and that they died, but there's one human character that was in Ghouls Rule in the other movies that disproves this theory. Also, this theory does not explain why Rochelle is there. Honestly, this is probably one of the worst cases of bad continuity. I'm now going to roast Monster High. In the New York movie, the mummy girl cries and her makeup gets ruined. But in 2 seconds her sister just wipes it with one swipe and it's clean. What? Are you kidding me? This is ugh. Also, here's another complaint. How come these girls just abduct anyone they come across to come to their school? Seriously, in Skull Shores they abducted this one dude with elephant ears. He looked at least in his 30s. In the same movie they abducted another guy who looked like he was 28. In the movie Haunted there is an evil principal who gives these detention chains out if you are bad. The thing is, you can't leave the school if you have one. What? Don't they have families? Wouldn't someone question why it's been 4 years and they haven't seen their kid? How come no one put this lady in a vacuum cleaner? Oh, she was a ghost. Also, this lady kidnapped over 30 people in the same movie. Yeah, this movie really drives me insane. These monsters also rarely have adult supervision. I know that all high school field trips have adults making sure the kids don't kill themselves by being dumb. Why is everyone just running loose in the world? What? How come the vampire girl Draculaura is 1600 years old? That means she was born in 400 AD. And no, she actually does have a birthday every year. It's in the Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love movie. Where did all the humans go? After Ghouls Rule, there was no mention of the humans. I have a theory. It goes like this. After the events of Ghouls Rule, the monsters felt threatened and went and took over the earth. They killed the humans since it would be so easy. That would explain why they have New York and Paris. But that theory sounds dark. After spitting on Monster High so much, you might be thinking, well, if it's for selling toys it doesn't have to be good. No, you are wrong. My Little Pony's 4th and 5th generation 4 seasons were actually decent for a kids show. And that series was made to sell toys. Mattel has a bad rep when it comes to movies. Ever seen a Barbie movie? I can summarize every movie in one sentence. Barbie was perfectly fine, then messed something up, then magic, then everything is perfectly fine again. Yeah. Anyway, I guess this will become a series now. Barry spitting on series. Okay, remember to feed your dog. Okay, bye. What? Are you kidding me? This is ugh. Also, here's another complaint. How come these girls just abduct anyone they come across to come to their school? Seriously, in Skull Shores they abducted this one dude with elephant ears. He looked at least in his 30s. In the same movie they abducted another guy who looked like he was 28. In the movie Haunted there is an evil principal who gives these detention chains out if you are bad. The thing is, you can't leave the school if you have one. What? Don't they have families? Wouldn't someone question